What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different on the channel. I'm going to be talking about the top superstars who are currently unhappy in WWE. Move my camera. There we go. So, as we've seen within the last year or so, there's been a lot of superstars who have been unhappy with their position in WWE, whether they're on Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, NXT, NXT UK, it didn't matter. So here are the top six superstars / tag teams who are currently unhappy in WWE, and we're going to kick this off with Mike and Maria Kanellis. So obviously, you guys know, over the course of the last year and a half, Mike Kanellis has been so unhappy with his position in WWE. He actually joined the 205 Live roster like somewhere I would say around this time last year, and he's claimed that Drake Maverick, the current 205 Live GM, has not given him, opportunities at the NXT Cruiserweight title. He's never gotten any opportunities for anything at all. But the thing is, we all know Drake Maverick, he's still busy chasing the 24/7 title. Well, at that time. If you guys notice, but a piece of my skin here, that's because I had something in my mouth and the skin kind of ripped off. I don't know if you guys can. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So there's been rumors going around saying that both he and his wife Maria, have actually left WWE. However, let me go to the WWE Network app on my Fire Stick. Give me a second. I don't think that I think he's still currently signed with WWE. As is Maria. I think Maria is has more of a managerial role. Let's see. Let's go to Superstars. Let's go to 205 Live. Here we are. Alright. So we have Aiden English, Arya Davari, Brian Kendrick. Here we are, Mike Kanellis. So apparently Mike Kanellis is still employed with WWE, but there's rumors going around saying that both his contract and Maria's contract are due to be expired. Yeah. They're said their contracts are set to expire within the next year or so. So we could see them leave. I know that Japan. Damn my skin. I know that Japan and a couple other wrestling promotions are actually high on Mike and Maria Kanellis, but you never know. We'll see. But currently, yes, they are unhappy, and I believe they both wanted. I think it was only Mike Kanellis. I think he was the only one that wanted out of his contract, but of course WWE actually denied that. Anyway, with that so with that being said, the next person is actually Io Shirai. So Io Shirai has been a part of the WWE since the 2018 Mae Young Classic. where she got all the way to the finals, only to come up short to Toni Storm. And apparently, Io Shirai took to social media she took to social media and said that she was unhappy and that she wanted out of her contract entirely. And from what I've been hearing, the reports have said that she was denied of her contract, but there's been speculation going around saying that a wrestling company in Japan that is not New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm gonna try and get that piece of skin off. Anyway, apparently there's a wrestling company in Japan that is not New Japan Pro Wrestling. They actually have high hopes for not just Io Shirai but also Kairi Sane, which she is on this list, and I'll talk about her in a moment. And apparently this company actually wants both of them to sign with them. So honestly, we could see that happen, but you never know. Honestly, we honestly don't know. You never know what can happen in WWE. But yeah, so Shirai has had several opportunities at the NXT Women's title when Shayna Baszler was champion, but now that Rhea Ripley's champion, I'm not so sure. In fact, and plus we haven't seen her. In fact, we haven't seen her on TV since the Battle Royal several weeks ago, which would determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's title at TakeOver Portland. So maybe she has left, but you never know. Anyway, Kairi Sane, she's a former two-time she's a former NXT Women's Champion. She's a current women's tag team champion alongside Asuka, but apparently, as I said, going back with Io Shirai, apparently that company in Japan, I don't know what that company is, because I know that it's not New Japan Pro Wrestling, but it's something else. Comment if you guys do know, comment below, because I have no idea. But anyway. But anyway, this company has high hopes for Shirai and Sane, and they want to sign both ladies to their promotion. If they do sign, honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised. But currently, Sane is a tag team champion alongside Asuka in the Kabuki Warriors. She's rarely had any matches since TLC, since she had that major concussion at the hands of Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. So honestly, it could be a sign that they may drop the titles and then just go on, and then have Sane and Shirai just leave WWE. Next up, we actually have a superstar you would least expect. A superstar you would least expect have wanted to leave WWE, and actually it's none other. It's actually none other than Randy Orton. You're probably thinking, why? Well, if you guys remember on Instagram, if I can, let me go to Instagram here for a second. If you guys remember, Randy Orton teased I guess kind of teased a move, if you will, where he was gonna leave WWE and go to AEW, All Elite Wrestling, and compete there. That was the hang on a second. That was the tease. Here it is. So this is where so this was the photo. This was the photo. And I apologize if my screen is cracked. He actually tagged the Revival, Luke Harper, Riddick Moss, Elias of all people, and then of course current current AEW stars Cody Rhodes, and I guess he's the champion, Chris Jericho. I don't watch AEW. I don't watch it. But he basically captions that photo saying TikTok, Revival, Harper, Riddick Moss, Cody, Jericho, and Elias. There were rumors that he was gonna leave, but he ended up staying with WWE. He signed a contract, and now, if you guys saw Raw this past Monday, Randy Orton kind of turned heel, and he was just starting to become a babyface. He was just starting to become a babyface, and then he did what he did to Edge on Raw. But yeah, again, supposedly he's now unhappy in WWE, and we may see him leave at some point. But there are reports saying that Orton has now signed I believe has signed to an extended 5-year term with WWE. I am not entirely sure, but apparently he is unhappy. And speaking of Dawson and Wilder, yes, the Revival is actually next on this list. They actually wanted out of their contracts last year. Last year they wanted out of their contracts, but they did not. And the reason they wanted out was so they could go to AEW, where in their eyes, real tag team wrestling, is all about. But so they ended up getting an automatic shot at the Raw tag titles, and they ended up winning them, and then they wanted their contracts out again when they lost the titles, so they ended up becoming SmackDown tag team champions. Now, again, there are reports saying that they actually want out of their contract. Honestly, I'm not so sure. I'm honestly not so sure about the Revival leaving, because honestly, if I'm going to be honest, the Revival is actually a really good tag team. They've done so well in WWE. Former 2-time NXT Tag Team Champions, 2-time Raw Tag Team Champions, former SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They've done a lot in WWE, and I believe, in my opinion, that they still have a lot to prove in WWE. So So, but of course, they are still unhappy, which actually brings me to the final two superstars, excuse me, who have reported that they're unhappy. Sasha Banks and the current SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley. Okay, that piece of skin is, like, literally, like, bothering me. I'll get that out later. Anyway, yeah, Sasha Banks and Bayley are unhappy. If you guys remember, last year they won the Women's Tag Team Championship. They became the first ever champions. They held on to the titles for a couple months, and then all of a sudden, they lost the titles 2 months later at WrestleMania to the Iconics, and actually they were told that they were going to lose the titles to the Iconics at WrestleMania, and they literally sat in a hallway at WrestleMania and they yelled out, "We're unhappy." There were rumors saying that they were going to leave and Sasha was going to go into another promotion and use her other name, which I think was Mercedes KV. I think was one of her indie ring names, if you will. And then I guess Bayley was gonna go somewhere. I don't remember where, but apparently Sasha had teased on social media that she was gonna leave WWE. She was gonna do this. She was gonna do that. But that did not come to pass because she ended up signing another term with WWE, and now she's a heel. But with Bayley, she turned heel. She turned heel the moment she won Money in the Bank. You guys may not realize it, but she became a heel she started to become a heel when she won the Money in the Bank briefcase last year, back in I think it was back in May. Back in May. And then it finally came ahead when she revealed the new hair, took a fucking pitch axe or whatever the fuck that thing was, and just destroyed the Bayley Buddies. Literally just destroyed the Bayley Buddies and cheated to become SmackDown Women's Champion. She has reported that her current heel character, that her heel turn is not working. In my opinion, it's a sign that we could see Bayley as a babyface one more time, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that. I think honestly, I think she just needs to drop the title and leave WWE. Both of that. I think Bayley needs to drop the title to someone like possibly Lacey Evans or whoever, and then both Sasha and Bayley can just leave WWE and they can do whatever they want. Because the way I see it, if they say that they're feeling unhappy, they should just go up to management right now and just say, "We're done. We're done. We're leaving." But knowing WWE, they'll probably sign them to another term and hand them another title match or something like that. But with that being said, that is actually the list. I don't know if there are any other superstars who are currently unhappy in WWE. Let me know in the comments below if there are, and kind of explain why a little bit, because I'm curious about that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And if you guys are, and also too, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me, because I do want to read those letters on camera My address will be at the very top of the description below. So send in that fan mail. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.